You know, Veronica, I got 2 wins under my belt now, 2 straight. You know how good it feels to have so many wins?
I think I do.
Veronica grew a beard!
Team Moo Girls rises up out of last place for the first time this season.
Carrie-Anne had a tough week as 2 of her starters, Tyreek Hill and Robert Woods, either didn't take the field or quickly exited the game, giving her 0 points in both slots. Carrie-Anne exits with the lowest score of the league this week. I double-checked that.
Josh Allen brought almost 40 points to the Woo Girls, but there were a lot of single digits for those other starters.
Carrie-Anne left Kyler Murray on the bench with 30 points. Yep, that would have done the trick, even with those 2 goose eggs.
That's 2 weeks of luck for you. Let's see if you can sneak into the finals with that charm.
Ian continues to have bad luck with his quarterback du jour. Deshaun Watson brings in only 4 points for Ian.
But Ian's other starters put up enough points to get him the win over Chuck, with Ingram and Gallup bringing home over 23 points each.
Chuck stays down in the loser pit after starting Sanu over Ridley. Chuck's highest scorer, Calvin Ridley, was sitting on his bench with 28 points. Ouch.
Ian takes on Veronica next week in a race for a playoff spot. He had better hope Watson does better this week.
Do better! Speaking of Veronica, she falls off her 5-game winning streak as Jeff's top-ranked team continues to bring in those big McCaffrey numbers.
Veron picked up 37 points from Jimmy Garoppolo, but got 0 in her tight end slot. You gotta do better when you're playing Jeff's team.
Nothing on Veronica's bench would have saved her, with 4 of her players on bye this week.
Maybe some Maui sunshine and a break from football will help?
Maybe.
Kyle managed to break 100 points this week, but that still wasn't enough to break his losing streak.
Ed was only able to round up 109 points with a lot of help from Dak Prescott and Austin Eckler. But when you're playing Kyle, coins are all you need.
Ed gets his second win in 2 weeks and is in the hunt for a playoff spot. But he plays Jeff and Ian next, which will be no cakewalk.
Kyle plays PADDY next, so the road to Sacco is well lit and marked in English. Happy travels, Kyle. Deja has a good week with Lamar Jackson flexing those MVP muscles and bringing in over 41 points.
I had Russell Wilson and Devontae Adams on bye this week, and my running backs kind of let me down. I'm kind of worried about Chubb and Hunt starting to share some time together.
You're still a lock for the playoffs and you're tied for first place. Deja moves up to 7-4, solidly in third place, and is very likely to have a playoff spot.
Yeah, we're all coasting up top, just watching all the moshing down in the loser pit at this point.
Who hired this guy?
Nick started Tom Brady, who was only able to squeeze 8 points out of the Patriots-Philly game.
Luckily, most of his other starters brought in double digits and carried Nick to 128 points over Miles, the robot.
Miles unfortunately decided to start Goff with just 5 points, along with a lot of other single digits from his starters. Miles ends up with only 89 points this week.
Nick is in that middle standing of 5 and 6, battling for a playoff spot with 2 weeks left. He has the higher points for and plays Carrie-Anne and Chuck next.
Fill up the kiddie pool with Jell-O and start wrestling.
I'd pay to see that. 2 weeks left. Fob wallets are draining fast.
There's a few playoff spots left in the top half. Which of you lucky losers will slide into the playoffs?
There's still lots of room for people down in the consolation ladder.
Do better and
get wrecked!